How's it going, everybody? Welcome to the beginning of Raxoween. We're gonna be here 3 times a week, every week, until it gets up to Halloween. And unfortunately, Halloween doesn't fall on a Sunday this year. It falls on a Friday. So we're gonna have on the lead up to Halloween, it's going to be crazy. 5 streams that week, and it's just going to be all Rax, every single bit of it, unless something more entertaining happens, and then we'll add someone to the list. And obviously, the later we go, we might add some more. Yeah, we're going to be talking about the Edstein files. I don't know what my deal is. Why in the world would I want this house? You know, I had to put down a solid bid for some dog tags. I mean, some precious dog tags and 1,000 used Kleenexes. You know, we had to raid Sally's trash can just to get them, but it's what happened.
And about you bidding on his house, I really think you should just make it a lolcow museum. Like, somebody somehow snatch up Chris Chan's chain, you know, radioactive suit so you don't get cursed. We need Nova's Sailor Moon suit. We need Andy's tablet. You know, there's a lot of lolcow gems out there that we could put in this museum. I'm ready to get into the Edstein files. These are interesting. Stuff with spoons and, yeah, just interesting stuff.
So, at first, I wasn't too sure of the legitimacy of these, and then I realized that Southern Harlot was the one who was getting them, and we all know, well, at least some of us probably know, that Southern Harlot does talk to Ed every now and then, so these are 100% true and honest. He's absolutely lost it. What's happening? Are you guys okay? Wait, what? Ed's spelling is so bad, and you guys know I'm blind. He ain't gonna be when I get done with the bastard. So Ed is ready to just clock Cyraxx. So Southern Harlot proceeds to ask, are you guys physically fighting? I'm gone after tonight. Me and Mama don't even sleep in the same bed. I can't do it anymore. No. Why should I stay? He ain't moved. He's a 35-year-old man. And guys, could you imagine being Ed? Like, you move into your 70-year-old mama's house, and like you're there for all the 30s. You're there for all the good you can get. Ed, the old lady said, yeah, bro, Ed's getting it all. The good love up in the Cyraxx house from both parties, man. He's getting it from Sally and Cyraxx. I mean, he had to get pregnant somehow. Yeah, dude, I'm totally leaving after tonight. I can't take, he's Wings of Redemptioning it. He's like, I can't take this no more, man. I can't do it. Have you stayed as long as you have, Ed? You really gonna give up now? Harlot is peer pressuring him. She's like, you're gonna leave now, Ed, after all you've been through? After you sit out in the bushes with the paintball ready to bop up any drone coming your way, giving all the smoke, catching the hands from Big T.
Bro, I'm just interested in the spoons.
Bro, the spoons is so fucking dangerous, man. Like, what is he doing
he
with
gnaws
the spoons?
on them or something. Just chowing them down.
Like, he's like, man, the forks are too pointed, but the spoon, it's perfectly rounded. And you know what's even scarier, Menace, bro? We know what he can do with some pepperoni sticks. I'll text you later. Q. Is he trying to call Southern Harlot a cutie? He just forgot to throw the T in there. Oh yeah, this is the best part. This is the start of the best part. I was getting pain medicine for my back and my knee, and a while back it was the only thing that would help me. Work took the pain right out of it. Yeah, of course. He's gonna take that pain right out of it, Ed. Ed's having a few sips, and they had to take me to the hospital. No duh, dummy boy. After that, my doctor watched how many I had, but he was taking them out of my bottle, and I didn't know. I didn't know if his mama knew, but they took them away from me. Couldn't get them no more. Cyraxx costed Ed his beloved 30s. I mean, we know Sally still be getting those too, but think about this, guys. Cyraxx has been lying for so damn long about not being a drug addict that he's straight edge. He was inspired by CM Punk, but now Ed's saying that the Cyraxx is still in his 30s. Then Harlot proceeds to say, oh wow, you think he was taking them out of your bottle without you knowing? Or do you think Sally was taking them out? So no, I don't think it was Mama. Guys, like, you guys are gonna hear something else that Cyraxx, like, probably steals from the rest of his family that'll make far more sense. But you guys know that Sally probably be snatching them 30s too. How the hell else could she get any sleep, bro? Southern Harlot says, you sure? Why does he always look so completely inebriated in his videos and live streams? He swears he's against. There's no way he's sober. Then Ed just hits her with the best line ever. Brandy, different flavor types of cream alcohol, puts it in his coffees. Bro, he really probably is drinking all of that brandy, because I'm gonna tell you guys something. I was in what's her name? Anaconda Sin's chat. And I was just messing with her, and I was like, I wonder if I can ask Anaconda Sin some, like, information on Cyraxx, since I know they've had, like, deep conversations. And I asked her, and she said that Cyraxx was stealing weed from Sally and Ed's bag. And I was thinking, nah, that's probably not true. I couldn't imagine Cyraxx having the balls to do that. But now it's like, whoa, I don't think Anaconda Sins was lying.
And he's living that rock star life in his attic.
Bro,
he's
that's
off
what
the he's blazing. He's drinking.
To be a
going
real
off
rock
everything.
star, man, I've got to get on the. I
you gotta party hard.
I haven't had anything in my life. I've only been signed to one record label. So I don't know what Southern Harlot says. And Ed proceeds to go on, I don't understand why any of y'all even care, like, what he does. He don't work, he don't listen, he lies all the time. I'll never understand why so many people care. It's because it's so damn ridiculous, guys. It never stops with Cyraxx. He is the epitome of a degenerate. Every damn night he does something new, and whether it's just like his same old speeches, it like blows our mind that he can continue to do this. He is a literal endless pit of entertainment. Now if you live with him, you know, you probably want to have Ricky Spanish come to his house. Ed, I wish I could tell you what everyone's fascination is with him, or why they are so inquisitive. I can only speak for myself. I've just got questions over the years I would really love answered. After that, I can close this chapter of my life as far as trolling and move on. I feel like you've had quite the rapport with each other. I feel like we've had quite the rapport with each other. This is not for anyone else. This is not for anybody else. As she proceeds to post it. But, you know, Ed will never see this unless Cyraxx, like, storms in his room. Ed, are you texting Southern Harlot? You know, once we get the crib, once I get everyone evicted out of there, we're gonna go on an apology tour so people stop throwing things at the place and we can fix it up into the museum that it deserves to be.
Beautiful, beautiful. I love that my idea is being taken into fruition.
Yeah, man, we gotta get the museum going. This will stay here. I'll delete it as we go along. He starts. She just tells me to be quiet. He'll go to his room. Bro, Ed just gets the chibi treatment when he's like, Sally, I can't take this no more, man. Sally just looks over at him and is like, I would really prefer if you be quiet. And then there's Cyraxx, yeah, Ed, be quiet. Be quiet right now, man. You better shut the hell up. This is my house. I bring the money in here and I protect our family. Ed, oh my god, this is like this confirms so much for us, guys. We all knew this was like something that was happening, but just wait till, I mean, you probably already have read it, but just wait till I read it. Alright, so, yeah, I know what you mean, but what happened with Jake and Marty? When Marty was sending the plumber out to Jake's house, I don't know, but Sally said he wasn't allowed over anymore after she caught them in the floor in the small bedroom. They were doing WWE moves, but it was weird. Think about
Bro,
Ed.
no elbows.
I don't know what they were doing. Just security
It was
Jake
weird.
was giving
Just
him some
makes it-
pile drivers. Security Jake was hitting him with some pedigrees. There were no RKOs. Maybe a couple power bombs, but the power bombs were really weird. Like when he threw him up on his face, he just never dropped him down. Maybe a slam to the bed or something. Oh, weird. Dude, I can't believe she's not like putting crying laughing faces, because that's what I would have been doing. Because after hearing that, I don't know if I can contain myself. Like, for real, man.
WWE moves, but it was weird. Like, that just makes it sound weird.
Bro, if you're doing WWE
Like they were doing other
moves
things
with your best friend in your in your 20s, in your mid 30s, and you're at least not backyard wrestling, it's just gay stuff, okay? Like, you can try to pretend it's anything else, but it's just, you guys have been a little gay with each other, and that's not a big deal, but at least own it, man, or at least not hide it from your grandmother and get your best friend security Jake kicked out, bro. He was your only good friend. Don't know about that. She was yelling at him one time about him not showering and taking all of her spoons up to his room to get ruined. Now, Menace, I want you to give your theory on what is going on with those spoons. And guys, I want you to give your theories of what's going on with the spoons as well.
Now, I have two. He could either be gnawing on them, right? Trying to brush his teeth, try to get all the nasty stuff out of them. Or two, it could be going where the sun don't shine.
It's true that Sally really bathes him. It's true she really had to put ointment. Southern Harlot was really going hard for this one.
She was all in.
She was like, I'm risking the opportunity for him to block me right now. But she had to go. She had to ask the questions. She had to wait till he learns about sporks.
Surprisingly, she got information out of Ed. I mean, no, actually, he was probably off. You know, he was just slumming through. He was pissed off. He was geeking. Straight up pissed. No, Cyraxx took the last one, and this was withdrawals. This is withdrawal anger.
That's why he was so pissed. He's like, oh my god,
motherfucker.
Death right now. Ed, he's still holding it down for Sally. Said, I ain't gonna talk about that. Believe what she told me and what he told me for a while. He would go collect cans with me, but would want to go home after about an hour. That's hard work, and to get little money. Yeah, Ed, just get a real job, bro. You figured that out later on in your life, but collecting cans is something you should only do for, I don't even know what situation you need to be in to collect cans. Like everyone's been
saying, Cyraxx needs to go to the scrapyard. Like, he just needs to go hang out in the scrapyard. He already does.
It's literally the safest thing for him. It's for the children, though, because there's none of them ever around. He just needs to be living in the scrapyard. When we met, she cleaned houses. Money wasn't great, but it was something he started doing with her. Taking things out of people's houses. Swears to this day he didn't. And I'm not dumb. You there, Southern Harlot? That was Ed's like 2 in the morning text. He's like, man, maybe I can get Southern Harlot. She talks to me a lot. He's like, you there, honey? Mama's not treating me too well, but Southern Harlot's far too good for that. Cyraxx is stealing from other people's house. This dude is just a degenerate. He's worse than we ever could have imagined, guys. See Sally and Cyraxx walk into your house, and you're like, come on, like, I don't really want these people cleaning my house. But that guy, he looks really strange. He's probably a good person, like, deep in his soul. You see him walk into your house and you're thinking...
I probably thought he was Sally's pet. I was like, oh yeah, look at that little thing hanging with her. Yeah, that thing can come inside. Sure, just make sure it doesn't pee on my carpet.
Dude, he definitely pissed on the carpet. He definitely did every bad thing that you could even imagine. And then you come back home and like your Xbox 360 games are missing. I don't imagine Cyraxx would steal anything else. Gotcha. What about the fight after he and Marty got into it? What did he say in the days after? Well, and then Ed just completely ignores her and says, well, he don't eat her cooking. Sounds crazy. He don't eat hot food. It messes him up. Like, I've heard of like old people who like struggle with hot food, but I think Cyraxx is just so regarded. And when he sees the steam running off of it, he just throws it in his mouth, bro. And he's, what is going on here? Why is this hurting me? Where is this pain coming from in my mouth? And you know, Cyraxx is
thinks he's losing 1 HP at a time.
Bro, then when he throws the hot food in his mouth, you can just see like a -20 like drop over his head, bro. The guy's so retarded. He can't understand that food is hot. He can't understand his food is hot. So the Southern Harlot asks a very, very reasonable question. Wait, what do you mean messes him up? Makes him sick? I assume that's what she was trying to say. He says, yeah, can't get it down his throat, but he could get Security Jake down his throat? What the fuck, Cyraxx? We know you're faking. He starts choking and making weird chokes. Can't be warm, not even coffee. That's why he's pouring the liquor in him. Like, we're judging the guy over here, but the dude, he just got to drink his his cold liquor down coffee. So when does he eat? Cans of peach, ravioli, pork and beans, McCann, all hours of the night. So then he says, yep, but it's cheap though. Ed's got his priorities straight, doesn't he? He's like, yeah, well, it's cheap, to be honest with you. I want to knock him out every time I see him, but it's cheap. You might like this. This line right here, you might like this, is the only thing that makes me question this just a tad bit. But I've got nothing but faith in Southern Harlot, so I think it's all good. It smelled like a dead animal up there. Unlock the door. Gotta be at least 50 cans sitting by a computer. Mold, stinking bugs, nasty maggots everywhere. Dog got into it one time and almost... Bro, dogs can eat almost anything. I'm sure we've all had one of those dogs who's a garbage dog. They try to get in the garbage can their entire life. They just will not stop that. They can eat almost anything. But Cyraxx is eating stuff so rancid, so disgusting, that like not even the dogs can take it down.
Use the cans for bowling.
Bro, what kind of nasty ravioli, what kind of peaches are you eating, Cyraxx? And don't forget one of the things that Ed mentioned. He said, I gotta unlock the door to go get them. Who gets locked into their own room? But you're gonna understand in just a minute why Cyraxx is getting locked into his own room. I remember this. Why does he have a lock on his door? We ain't had to use it much in the last year. Different reasons. How is it multiple reasons, bro? At first, we didn't trust him around the dogs. Had to keep him separate. Then he was telling me and his mama he was going to end us in our sleep 3 years ago. Bro, you gotta kick him out at that point. If he's literally threatening you like that, he's gotta go. But their solution is to just put a lock on the door. That's your life you're gambling with. That's your dog's your dog's virginity that you're gambling with. And I don't know about you guys, but I'm not gonna risk either of those. First off, if something's happening to the dog, you're out of here. He ain't got nowhere to go. All my savings is ate up. Can't work because of my knee. And got nowhere to go. My daughter don't talk to me. Celia won't even let me see my granddaughter. Won't let her around Chance. That's how bad this man is. And big ups for his granddaughter. Right? Right, big ups to the granddaughter for knowing that you do not let Cyraxx around your kid, because something bad is going to happen. It's just a miracle that no other grandchildren were born in that house. I mean, Yinkai, we're saying poor Ed, right? And there is a degree to a poor Ed, but if I can't see my grandchild because I'm living with a freaking predator, I'm getting out of there. I've made some mistakes in my life and I've got to go, bro. Because your grandchildren is something you'll never really get to see again. You can only have a couple of them. The fact he doesn't speak to his daughter anymore, it's far more important to be with your loved ones than a predator and a 20-plus-year-old man. Ed's had too much to drink tonight. Might go off on the little dude himself.